Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is half the time you're doing all right. Woo. So we are in Testaments of the 12 Patriarchs, the Testament of Zebulun, the sixth son of Jacob and Leah, 4 and 2. But I, through pity for Joseph, did not eat, but watched the pit, since Judah feared lest Simon, Dan, and Gad should rush off and slay him. But when they saw that I did not eat, they set me to watch him until he was sold to the Ishmaelites. So here's the message. So right here, one of Joseph's brothers is talking about how he was feeling guilty about what they was doing to their brother. And he knew that his brothers were, just so envious of him, and he was scared. And, this is kind of giving me vibes of in Game of Thrones how Tyrion Lannister was when, he was on the opposite side of his sister and his brother. However, he didn't want to see nothing happen to them. He still talked to his brother and told his brother what was going on and said, go and get her up out of there. He was trying to, he even knowing that his sister was beefing with him and that she hated him, went by himself to talk to her and beg her to put an end to everything. This is some, you know what I'm saying? And, I guess, sometimes with siblings, it's just so, it's somebody that, I'm thinking about how in The Simpsons when Lisa was describing her relationship with the teenager, and she was like, she's mean, but I want to hang out with her. I don't understand this feeling that she's cool and we have fun. Oh, she's taking up for me. Oh, she's looking out for me. And she's like, what is this relationship? And then she said, oh, it's like a sister. And sometimes, what I'm saying, there are some people, they have siblings, and they be like this. You know what I'm saying? They be cool. They be close. They can, sit on the phone and talk for hours. They can be roomies. They can go out all the time together. They can, you know what I'm saying? They be cool. And then there's some people, they literally see their sibling as an enemy. They hate them with a passion. And I feel like in this scripture right here, Zebulun was in a position where all his brothers, him and all his brothers were coming. They didn't like Joseph. They didn't like him. And while they, you know what I'm saying, he himself personally did not want to take him up out of here. He didn't want to, end his life. But he did want him up out of there. Because, they left him in charge of watching him. He could have let him go. He could have ensured that he got away. They both could have just left. He ain't do that. He made sure he stayed in whatever shackles that they had him in. And he made sure that he was sold. So it's not a situation where he is innocent. But he is talking. This is his testament to his children. He's telling his children that he did feel guilty. He is telling his children he didn't want nothing to happen to him. He is telling his children he knew that Simon, Dan, and Gad had more hate in their hearts towards Joseph than he did. He didn't like Joseph. He hated Joseph too, but he didn't hate him as much as they did. And he was scared that they would do something to just go ahead and get rid of him. So he wouldn't eat. He wouldn't rest until he made sure that he was okay. He was gone, but he was okay. The interesting thing is, this would be like somebody when you are having a relationship with someone, being friends with someone, or, even family. It could be a family, it could be a sibling that you have When you and this sibling are in close proximity to each other, it's war. They fighting with you. They plotting this, they plotting that. They setting you up. They trying to get this person to hurt you. They want this one to beat you up. They want this one to break your heart. They want this and all these horrible things to happen to you. But as soon as you find yourself in a position to where you in some kind of trouble, they pull up quick. As soon as you are in a position where somebody is trying to cause you some kind of harm, they pull up quick. It might even be a situation that they set up. They didn't set you up, and now you are in the angst of trouble because of what they did, and they pull up like, hey, stop. Like, it's like, this is somebody, God is saying, whoever this person is, this is somebody, they sometimes they eye. Sometimes they do okay. It's some like this is I just feel like it's a situation where they not all bad. They bad because this is still wicked. It's still evil to set up somebody that you claim to love. It's still wicked to try, you know what I'm saying? You want to see something bad happen to them so bad. And you want to see somebody in control of them so bad. You want to see them going through broken so bad. But then once somebody is like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and break them. Oh, hold on. Baby, I don't know who this for, but that's the message. Like, that's literally the message. God is just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? This is somebody, you not all the way bad, but you not all the way good either. Your hands ain't all the way clean. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, they didn't say, they set up one of their siblings, and they know they did. They tried to wish some harm to one of their siblings, and they know they did. They tried to cause some calamity in somebody's life, and they know they did. But once they saw it happening, they were brought to tears. Once they saw it happening, they want to pull up and try to put a stop to it. Once they saw what it was causing, they couldn't take it. This is a situation where somebody decided that they wanted to cause some kind of harm. They felt like it would make them happy to see their sibling in pain. They thought it would make them happy to see their sibling isolated. They thought it would make them happy to go ahead and bully and harass and torment their sibling. And then maybe possibly they could be happy. And the way that it turned out, it did not make them happy. It made them look like what he's saying here. He said he couldn't eat. He didn't eat. He didn't sleep. Because he knew. Not only did he know that what was going on with his brother, but he also knew he had a hand in it. There's no sleep. There's no rest for the wicked. There's no rest for the wicked. I don't know who this for, you know what I'm saying? This person, like, you know what I'm saying? You can sit around and say to yourself, but I say them every time. But I did this, but I did that. They wouldn't have even had to deal with it if it wasn't for you in the first place. Let's be real. If you really love your sibling, how about you be real about how you feel about them and leave them alone? You know what I'm saying? You ain't just got to be around them. You ain't just got to talk to them. You ain't just got to hang out with them. You know what I'm saying? You know, even the holidays, you know what I'm saying? Say, hey, and keep going. You ain't got to sit there and talk to them like that. You ain't got to really be around them like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be real. Some holidays, I don't even see my siblings. And it's not because I'm deliberately avoiding seeing them or because I don't like them or something like that. But I'm just being honest. And I just feel like, for whoever this is for, like, you know, sometimes you don't even, you can't tell. Because I know before I left to go to the desert, I felt like I was a lone wolf, I was unloved, and I was unwanted. And I was like, I'm out of here. Ain't nobody gonna care no way. Baby, was I shocked when I found out, when I did leave, and I found out that people did care. They were concerned, they were worried, and they were not happy that I left. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't. And like, you know what I'm saying? I honestly say that all the time. I wasn't. Don't nobody really call me. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody, you know, check up on me. You know what I'm saying? It's my birthday month, and most of the things that I did were either with my son or by myself. And that's just being real. And I just feel like for whoever this is for, if you are on the Joseph end, God said, like, sometimes whoever did this to you, whoever the sibling is or whatever it is that did this to you, they sit back and think to themselves that they not really that bad because they helped you. But in reality, they shouldn't have did it in the first place. If they really love you, if they truly care about you, like, why would you even want to see your big brother, big sister, little brother in a position that you were thinking to yourself would bring you joy? Why would that bring you joy? Why would it bring you joy to think of them being in pain? Why would it bring you joy to think of them being in a hospital? Why would it bring you joy to think of them being taken up out of here? Why would it bring you joy to think of them being captured somewhere? That is sick. Even if you did feel bad and then decide to call it off, it is still sick that you did it in the first place. You don't get no badge of honor for that. Well, I was going to set them up, but I decided not to. Huh? Why was you thinking like that in the first place? God said you all right, but you ain't perfect. You all right, but you ain't perfect. And that's the message. Baby. Anyways, that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.